is just a touch. This is just a touch. What's up, baby? This is just a touch. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? This is just a touch. Y'all hear that? Y'all are listening to the Just a Touch of J podcast show, baby. Y'all know I gotta put it out there in pieces for you, right? Going over to making Lemonbee's kitchen, baby. She y'all down like the Just a Touch of J. Y'all like that? I just wanna talk to y'all for a little bit. Go on over to my name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby. Y'all know I gotta put it out there in pieces for you, right? You're listening to the Just a Touch of J podcast show, baby. And check me out on Beat Break Radio, 87 FM. Y'all hear that? This is Just a Touch of J.
Hey y'all, this is Just a Touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies, huh? What y'all out there doing? What are y'all out there doing? Living your best life, doing what it is that you do. Oh my gosh, I know y'all out there being thorough and wise doing it. And why do I tell you that I know that you are out there being so thorough and so wise, baby? Living your best life, doing what it is that you do. Come on, man. Y'all already know. Because God made you that way. Shout out to you, God. Oh my gosh, he's a rewarder to those that diligently seek him. He loves all of us. And he woke us up and he started us on our way. He got us out here living our best life. Yes, do what it is that we do. Because we're up. And we got another day to breathe, Because our life ain't finished yet. Now, what's the second reason why I tell you that I know that you were out there being so thorough and so wise, baby, huh? Come on. I know y'all know this one. Say it with me. You ready on 3? 1, 2, 3. Because y'all are out there listening to me, man. And this is Just a Touch of J, baby. Y'all already know I put it out there in pieces for you, baby. You got to be thorough. You definitely got to be wise if you are out here listening to me. Now, there is one more thing that I tell y'all. Okay. I tell y'all before I go ahead and I start putting out them pieces for you, baby. The third thing that I tell y'all is I gotta give a shout out to my haters, right? And what do I say to these haters, y'all? Come on. You ready? Let me tell you. All right, I'm gonna tell you on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, haters, cause y'all need this to work too. Yes, y'all need this work too. Oh my gosh. Now, if you just coming over to the whole Just a Touch of J experience, baby, and you trying to figure out, hold on, wait a minute, what's going on with this girl, Jay, Jill, Roddy V, all that, shout out to the song that's coming up, because I got a song that I've been working on and got my name in it. But if you just coming over to the whole Just a Touch of J experience, you like, wait a minute, why she just give a shout out to her haters, Well, listen, let me explain it to you. I give a shout out to my haters, the naysayers, the disbelievers, all those people that want to be nosy, those people who just, they don't know what's going on, but they just, listening to get the tea. You got to give a shout out to them, right? Because a lot of times when they got stuff like that going on, it's like they in the dark, all right? Now listen, pay attention to this, right? When you in the dark in your room, I'm going to give you a quick scenario, right? You in your room, let's just say you knocked out, you sleeping. I'm talking about that good sleep. You past rep sleep and everything. You like this. You like that, okay? And somebody come in, right, and they hit that light switch like, pow. And it kind of like startles you and it wakes you up. You like, what the heck? What's going on? Right? See, what happens is that when you in the light and you shining bright like a diamond. Yes. Woo. You're shining bright like a diamond. Like me, live my best life doing it as I do, baby, And you got some, disturbance that just happens, right? When you in the dark, the light basically like wakes you up. Okay, so I basically gotta say, hi haters, cause y'all need this work too. You need the light. You need the light to shine bright like a diamond. You need something to wake you up. And this is just a touch there, baby. I'm just trying to put that out there in pieces for you. So what's happening is with me right now, a lot of people are coming around, because, I'm out here, I'm living my best life, but I'm coming up out of something too. Okay, so what I'm coming up out of is, child, I got leaky gut. Well, we're going to say a head, because God bringing me up out of it. Well, he healed me. Healing is a process. So I couldn't eat, y'all, for like a month and a half. And I was doing all this bodybuilding and stuff, for like 6 months straight. We talking about, I created a fitness program called the 400. I did 400 lower body movements, 400 upper body moves, 400 ab moves. I was doing 100 push-ups a day. Body was like clap, okay? Just, living everything, fitness program was popping. Okay, just a touch of J cannabis line was popping. Created 4 strains, did all that type of stuff. Came out with my own cannabis paper. For people who need, help. The medical use and all of that. Also, Make a Love Beats Kitchen, my food thing. It's where I do my food thing. That was popping. The music, I was doing music was popping. I was just out here oh my God, just living my best life. Me and the Lord was spending so much time together. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was just like, yes, And then November 1st, boom, something happened to me. My body started attacking itself. Yeah, y'all, this is just a touch of J. I had developed leaky gut. And you might be like, how the heck you developed that, child? Look, I don't know. What happened is all my good bacteria, I had an infection that was inside of my I want to say my colon, my intestines. And it created bad bacteria because I was on a series of antibiotics. Okay, and I was on this series of antibiotics because, I was getting my teeth done, getting veneers in my teeth, and I was getting teeth removed, and I was getting, getting treatments on my skin, and I was just like on antibiotics and stuff, and I wasn't thinking nothing about it. But what it did was it destroyed all my good bacteria, and then it created a bad bacteria because my good bacteria couldn't fight it off. And it's just a touch of it, baby. I didn't know nothing about them pieces. I just knew that through the year, like I started to feel like I couldn't eat certain things, and it was kind of weird. But I didn't know what was going on with those pieces. So anyway, what happens is, fast forward, is that I couldn't eat for like a month and a half. And it's just such a, y'all know I make Love Beats Kitchen. Y'all know I love to eat. Okay, lobster, shrimp, all that type of stuff. But these things that I was eating were creating histamine in my body. And then since I didn't have the good bacteria to fight it off, oh my gosh, I hope y'all getting this. I didn't have that good bacteria to fight it off. All these things started happening. Right? My body started getting all dark. Like some of y'all that's out there that's, the haters and stuff like that, you in that dark. Okay. Yeah. So the light, God had to let me go ahead and go through some things, so the light just start shining bright like a diamond, again, and I had to heal and I had to do all this stuff, but so much stuff had happened with these pieces. Okay. Like weight loss and majorly took all of my body fat because my body went into starvation mode. All my muscle is gone. Child, butt look like a flat like an old lady pancake. Child, listen, flat like a pancake, like an old lady butt. Like seriously, like don't got nothing that I had. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like you just don't got nothing that you had. But anyway, back to the light. So now that I'm healing, God's put me out there in pieces for him, baby. Because it was even like an issue where, y'all, it felt like things was crawling on me for hours. And it still feels like that when the histamine releases sometimes. But it's never hours. Just, a few minutes. I could feel it like release. But it's like it's pins and needles. But it feels like it's all over your body at times. So, it was like devastating to me. So what happens is God, he started putting me out there. He like, share your testimony, share your story. So, some people are coming over, they looking like this. They like this. Hold on, is that my girl over there shining on them again? Is that my girl over there shining on? What's going on with Jay? She lost all this weight. I heard something happened to her. I don't know what's going on. So you got people who are disbelievers, naysayers, haters, people who love me. You got all type of people, they coming on, they try to figure out what's going on with these pieces. But some of them are in the dark. And since God got me shining bright like a diamond for them, they got to get these pieces. I can't, be mean to them. I got to say, hi, haters, because y'all need this work too. Because this is what God's word says. He said, I'm going to prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Right? So, I'm going to prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I'm going to anoint your head with oil. Your cup's going to run over. You're going to start getting blessing at the blessing at the blessing at the blessing. And that's what's happening. Child, $800 one day, $600 another day, $400 another day. Friends, people coming out of woodworks like, look, I got you. I just need you to get better. I love you. I'm like, daggone, I didn't even know you like me like that. This is just a touch of that. But God, he said, I'm going to prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I'm going to anoint your head with oil. Your cup going to run over. I got you. So as all of this is happening, okay, like I said, people start coming over. And it might be happening to you. So what I want you to say is, hi, haters. Because y'all need this work too. Yes, they need this work too. God is like baiting them. It's like, going fishing and you put the little bait out there for the fish, and then they go ahead and they start messing with the bait a little bit because they in the dark and the light's kind of like disturbing them. They like, wait a minute, what's that? What's going on? And they wind up getting blessed by the message. All right. So always say hi to your haters. All right. Because they need this work too. Now, I want to throw a plug out there real quick. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out their haters passion drink. This is Just a Touch of J. It's on the Just a Touch of J app. Yeah, my mobile app. Please. It's for free. Download it. Updated version is out there. Okay. Go ahead. Check out that drink. It's also on. My name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby. Have y'all been checking that out? For those of y'all who have Instagram. Now, I know y'all listen to me, and some of y'all just listen to my podcast. It's K's and K's and K's and K's and K's and K's and thousands. Y'all, it's a lot of y'all out here listening to me. Shout out to you, God, for creating that platform. But look, some of y'all like to go over on Instagram and look, and some of y'all like Facebook. I got 5 Instagrams, 5 Facebooks. I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, Linktree, LinkedIn, all my link trees in my Bible. Just Google, in my bio, just Google me. Okay, this is Just a Touch of J, baby. I just try to put it out there in peace for you, whatever way you can get it. But when I post these posts, they shoot out to all of my social media networks. Okay, so I always basically started off with, have y'all been going over to my name is RONI76 on Instagram? Because that's where they all go at first. Okay, then they shoot out everywhere else. And this is Just a Touch J, baby. I've been putting things out there in pieces for you. Just a little stuff, just little things, like a couple videos of me and my transition, how I was looking, how I went from looking like this to looking like that to now looking a little better. Yeah, y'all, temple was all sucked in, still is a little bit. When you lose like 35, 40 pounds, child, this is Just a Touch of J. Okay, that's a lot on the body when your immune system starts attacking itself, because that's what leaky gut is. It's when your intestines aren't correct. The permeability is off. So all these things that you eat leak through it, and your body starts doing this immune system defense like, no, foreign substance. No, we got to fight it off. And it's been a lot of pieces that, I've been putting out there for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all check out my name is RONI76 on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it is that you want to see. Just type in Just a Touch of J on all your social media stuff, and you're going to get all those pieces. All right. So check it out, because I'm healing and it's amazing. I'm on my last few days it's about a week of my antibiotics, and then we're going to do some other stuff. Okay. And it's doing good. Like, I can eat now without taking like antihistamines and stuff. Child, I was living off of them. Lord have mercy. And this new product, shout out to you, Toxin Prevent. Okay. They got this colostrum and it's healing me and it's helping my immune system and everything. My hair came back, child. My hair had fell out and everything, y'all. I'm talking about, I was damn near on my deathbed. God saved me. He already knew it was going to happen because he had prepared me for it. Yeah, but that's another story. This is Just a Touch Day, baby. I got to put it out there, please, for you, okay? But, just check it out, all right? That's all. My name is RONI76 on Instagram and everywhere else that it shoots out to. Just type in Just a Touch of J, okay? Now, and J is the letter J, okay? One word. Now, listen. Have y'all been going over to Making Love V's Kitchen, baby? Okay. Now look, I ain't been doing that no Making Love V's Kitchen, but I have been making love in V's Kitchen. Okay, like literally, like making love in the kitchen. Like I've been doing it, and y'all know what happened when I start making love in V's Kitchen. Oh my God. Like just different recipes and stuff I've been coming up with. Oh my God, so thorough, so wise. So look, I made this pear coconut, like a cake type of thing. Now look, I can't do no sugar or nothing. It's real simple. It's just all I do is coconut okay, flour with water, and I take a pear, and I take the pear, and I just smash the pear up, and and I put it in the pan, and it works. Okay, it works for me. And I can't do sugar or nothing like that because they found mold in my house. Okay, and I got a brand new home. Okay, but sometimes it gets in the air conditioning systems and all that. So what happened is that's what was causing a lot of this too. Yeah, y'all, this just a touch day. This stuff getting deep. But if you want to know about it, I did do 21 days of podcasting, okay? Where I told y'all my whole story and my whole journey and everything. So you better check out them pieces. They on Just a Touch of J app for free, and then, over 30 different streaming networks, iHeartRadio, Pandora, everywhere, iTunes, Google Play, whatever you want to do it, child. This is Just a Touch of J. I'm just trying to put that out there piece for you. So let me get back to this food. So, been doing that, and then I ate steak, yo. Oh my gosh, I ain't had meat in like years, y'all, because I did that whole vegan thing. But God, like, look, you need this. So I was like a little nervous, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can make Love V's Kitchen with this steak thing. I'm scared, I'm nervous. But God don't give you the spirit of fear. So I said, what, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just like, God said, do it like you do your turkey. Because I've been eating ground turkey. I first start off with eating ground turkey, but ground turkey is high in histamine because they grind it up. It's too much process. So you got to be careful. So I started eating like turkey thighs, turkey legs. I do good with turkey breasts. It's a little funny, sometimes I can eat it or whatever, but it don't do me all that right. And turkey wings don't really do me all that right. But look, I'm just trying to touch you. I'm just trying to put out there a piece for you. So I did the steak, and God said, do it like you do, the thighs, and it turned out to be good. Yeah, it turned out to be good. I had it for 2 days straight, 8 ounces. Yeah, and I digested it good. I didn't have no histamine issues or no nothing, child. This is just a touch day. I felt good. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all something else because it has to do with food. I started doing olive oil. Okay, now look, I couldn't do no oils because the oils, they get your gut, child, just tear you up. So yesterday I did 3 big tablespoonfuls of olive oil, and I did some today. Child, I did it this morning, and I felt it. I still feel it now. It's like sharp, look like pins and needles, but I'm dealing with it. Like, look, it ain't bad. Not when you had something crawling, feel like it's crawling on you for 8 hours, child. A few minutes, maybe like a half hour, an hour, that ain't nothing. I could deal with them pieces. So I'm dealing with it because it heals like the gut and the bacteria and stuff. So, my mom was like, I need you to drink this. You're going to have to drink this olive oil. So, God said, listen to your mom. So I'm doing the olive oil, and y'all pray for me with them pieces, okay? Because that's part of the Making Love V's Kitchen thing. I don't cook with the olive oil. I just drink it, and then you pour it over your food. That's the way you're supposed to be actually using olive oil. Okay, you could cook with it too, but it just changes. And always use the unfiltered extra virgin olive oil. Okay, that other stuff ain't real. And it's just a touch of day. That was Making Love V's Kitchen. I just want to put a couple things out there in pieces for you, baby. So eventually I'll be able to make pancakes and things like that with pears and stuff, and we're moving along, and I love it. And I only have a few foods that I can kind of like ingest, but I'm doing good. And guess what? Yesterday, y'all, I ate like over 3,000 calories, y'all. I was eating like 50 to 25 a day. This is just a touch a day. When y'all see me, y'all gonna be like, look at her gaining her weight back. Oh my God, I love it. So we gonna skate on over to the left, so I can do what it is that I do, baby. And we gotta talk about Just a Touch of Jay's Fitness. Yeah, Jay's Fit. Now look, I told y'all I was going to be working out, right? Did I work out? No, I'm so sorry I didn't. Because I just really wanted to relax. When I found out I had that mold in my house, I was devastated. Like, you know what? I can't be up in here with this. Like, this is what's causing me all these issues and stuff. Child, I don't even want to think about what's up in my system. I got to get that test and that mycotoxins test. But we are talking about Jay's Fit because that has to do with your fitness and your health. Y'all, make sure y'all healthy out here. Please take your vitamins and all that type of stuff because this can happen to anybody. This ain't just me. It wasn't like I was out here eating bad and nothing. I was working out, living my best life, running 8 miles a day. Well, 4 to 8 miles, but I was walking at least 4 and running the other 4 if I needed to, working out, taking vitamins and all that. Sometimes these things happen and you don't even know that they happen to you. So was I working out? No, but I promise you, I got all my weights and stuff at the hotel because I'm in a hotel now. I can't even be at the house, child. This is just a touch of day, baby. These pieces is just getting crazier and crazier, but I'm going to keep y'all updated, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all why in a moment. Now, let's talk about Jay's Fit. So I got some new stuff coming out for y'all. Okay, now look. I know I should be really relaxing, not doing too much work, but look, I got some TRX bands coming out for y'all. Yes, child, it's just a touch today. My own TRX bands. Oh my God. More fitness apparel for you ladies. And if you already want to look at some of the fitness stuff that I got going on, check out my link tree in my bio. And then also, it's in all my bios. Google Just a Touch of Jay's Fit. And shout out to y'all who already brought it. I love you. Danielle, I got your new one coming because the other one was too small for her. So I got that coming for you. What else? The guy stuff called Tailored Fit. Yes, Tailored Fit to you, baby. That's coming out too. Underwear, bathing suits, all type of stuff, y'all. This is just a touch of day. The exercise adjustable bands, I wanted to switch them up a little bit for y'all. So I switched them up. But we're working on a lot of stuff, okay? And shout out to my man Kevin up in Japan. Yeah, he up there doing what it is that he does for me. Oh my gosh, he's so thorough. He be working on my stuff. Oh man, he doing what he got to do. I'm talking about, y'all, he hit me back right away like, yes, Miss Harris. Okay, I'll be like, Zach, what are you like, sleep with your phone? He'll be playing. Shout out to you, Kevin. Thanks. I love you. And it's Just Touch J, baby. I want to put that out there in piece for y'all. So we're going to skip over to Just Touch J app, okay? I know I got a lot of different pieces for y'all, but I got a word too, okay? I got a story to tell like Biggie. But let's talk about Just Touch J app. So the improved app is now available in the App Store. We are at 4.0 version. A lot of y'all wasn't getting notifications and stuff like that. If you have the app, please update it. Okay, it's real simple and easy. Boop, boop. And then you'll get everything that you need to get. And this is why you need to update it. Child, I got pieces for y'all. So I'm going to be doing a Sunday segment, okay, where I'm going to take whatever the pastor says and I'm going to put it out there in pieces for y'all so y'all get that good word, okay? Then we got Mondays. Hold on. Let me go to the pieces for y'all because I want to make sure I tell y'all what they really are. I don't want to mess y'all up and that like that. This is just touch it. I got to keep it together. Hold on. Let me get to it. Let's see. Okay, so Monday used to be Jay's Fit Tips. Will no longer be Jay's Fit Tips. We're going to be calling that What's the 411. Mama's about to drop a dime on you, okay? Because I'm going to be doing a 411 segment on the radio. So I figure I give y'all that on Monday. Then I give y'all a little story to tell like Biggie too. Just a little something, a little inspiration. But Tuesdays is where you're going to get an inspirational quote of the week. So whatever quote that I find, I'm going to give a shout out to whoever I find it from. If I do, if I know who the person is. If not, I'm going to give y'all my piece on it. Okay, I'm going to give y'all my piece on it and see what y'all like about that. So that's going to be on the Just a Touch of J app and the blog. Then we're going to do Making Love V's Kitchen on Wednesdays. Yeah, I got a lot of recipes, y'all. So I'm just be putting stuff out there in pieces for y'all, talking to y'all about, different food things, stuff you might like and want to incorporate in your diet. Healthy stuff, unhealthy stuff, whatever. It's Just a Touch of J, baby. That's going to be the Wednesday edition of Making Love V's Kitchen. Then we got Poppin' Podcast Thursdays, because my podcast be popping like popcorn, baby. And I'm thinking I want to talk about the Love Doctor series. I don't know, y'all. I just been, thinking about love, lately. Love. This is Just a Touch of J, putting it out there in pieces for you. So that's Poppin' Podcast Thursdays. And then we got Jay's Healthy Fit Fridays, where I'm gonna show y'all little videos and things like that of me working out and fit tips and things, how I'm progressing and stuff like that. And y'all gonna be able to do this stuff with me. And this is Just a Touch of J, all right? Any type of fitness, any type of health stuff is gonna be on Fridays, okay? Jay's Healthy Fit Fridays. And this is Just a Touch of J. That's what's gonna be coming on the Just a Touch of J app. Okay, so we revamping it. You're going to be able to get videos and all type of stuff. Going to be interactive. It's going to be a little doper than what it is right now. So just work on making sure you're paying attention to all those pieces, baby. Now, look, let's talk about Just Touch J Cannabis line. So, I put out my first premiere, numero un, okay, rolling papers. Okay, I put them out there for y'all. Okay, and they still out there. Link trees and all the bios. You can purchase them. They dope. Slow burning smoothness. Okay, it's what they do for you. Okay, they help you get lifted. Okay, if that's what it is that you do, baby. I created 4 strains. So you'll be able to get that. The legal way. And your shops or whatever, when you go ahead and you want to purchase it, you just say, I need Just a Touch of J, and they're going to put it out there in pieces for you. Okay, but the papers are called All You Need Is Just a Touch of the J. Touch of the J, touch of the J, touch of the J. Y'all like it when I do it like that? Yeah, that's the song. I made a song out of it too. Y'all, because y'all know I put it out there in pieces for you, baby. Okay? And the song, I remade Drake's Laugh Now, Cry Later. Because, baby, once you hear them, you might laugh now, cry later, baby. Like I said, gotta put that out there in pieces for you. But all you need is just a touch of the J. Touch of the J. And that's what they call, all right? King Slim, right? Papers. Okay, magnetic booklet. You know, like I said, slow burning smoothness. All right. Now look, last thing I'm gonna talk about is Beat Break Radio. So I'm gonna be on Beat Break Radio every top of the hour. Yeah, it'll be the 411 where I'm gonna be giving y'all the entertainment segment. Okay, so y'all gonna be able to check that out all week long. And this is Just a Touch of J. You also get the Just a Touch of J show. 12 a.m. where I'm going to be giving you all that music and that love and all that stuff. That's why I said I think I want to talk about the Love Doctor series. You know, on Friday or Thursdays. Poppin' Podcast Thursdays. Yeah. But that's all I got for you. Those are all the pieces. Now look, now mama got a word for y'all. I got a word for y'all. Yes, mama about to drop a dime on you. Yes, mama about to drop a dime on you. Yes, I got a story to tell like Biggie. Have y'all watched that on Netflix? Yeah, I just looked at it the other day. It was pretty hard, you know? I don't know, but I'll put them pieces out there for you another time. So look, I wakes up this morning, I'm doing what it is that I do. I'm in the hotel, like, okay, go ahead, let me go ahead, and God dropped a dime on me. He was talking to me when I was asleep, because I like to listen to the word. I put it on YouTube, and I like to just let it, minister to me while I'm asleep. Especially now, because this is a time where I'm coming out of something, and the enemy, he'll like try to mess with you when you're trying to come out of something. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like the enemy just like on you? Like you feel like a weight on you sometimes when you trying to get your life in order? Yeah, well, this is Just a Touch of J. He be trying to do them pieces to me sometimes. So I put the word on. I sleep with my Bible open, near my bed or something like that, and I like to listen to it. Let it minister to me. So shout out to my people, Stephen Harper. He's so thorough, he's so wise. He been checking on me, make sure I'm okay and all that type of stuff. So, I had suggested to him, let's just do a little Bible study or something like that or whatever. So what we do is sometimes we'll listen to, we'll watch church, and he's out in Jersey and I'm out here. But the pastor of his church is the Family Church, New Jersey, right? That's what it's called, the Family Church, New Jersey. And it's on YouTube and all that. But his pastor was talking about no more drama, right? Today. No more drama, having a change of heart. And this is part 2, right? Exterminating ungodly anger. That's the whole shabam, the whole thing. So he's on there and he's talking about forgiveness. Oh my gosh. And God dropped a word on me. And I started thinking. And y'all know what happens when I start thinking. Oh my gosh. I said, I got to put a word out here for him. I got a story to tell like Biggie. I got to tell him this. So I want to ask y'all this. Any of y'all out there struggling with forgiveness? Like seriously. Because I struggle with it. Like sometimes you think you forgive people, but you really don't. You really don't. Because it still bothers you. Because when you forgive them, it don't bother you. You just like, whatever, But when you're having an issue with forgiving them, it still bothers you. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like you literally thought that you forgave somebody and you was like, no, I'm cool. I don't even worry about it. And somebody bring up the name of something. You like, this mother. You ready to slice her. You ready to slice him. They ain't even know where around. Just mess with your spirit. Every time the name is mentioned or something just piss you off. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like struggling with forgiveness. Like struggling with forgiving your children. Because something crazy they done did. Your co-workers or your boss. Or your spouse. Or that ex. Or that baby daddy. Or that baby mama. Somebody out there. Your cousin. Somebody. I know all of us. In some way, shape, or form has struggled with forgiveness. Now, some of us out here right now, y'all like, look, I don't have no problem with forgiving nobody. I'm good. I'm out here living my best life of doing what it is that I do. But some of y'all out there like, what, y'all ready to get some people back for the things that they done did to you. Now, look, I used to be like that. Yeah, I used to be like, oh, I'm going to get you. You ain't going to never do me like that again. Oh, my gosh, child. You know what my mom used to always say? Because she knew the spirit was up in us. She used to always tell us this. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I shall repay. Don't you reward evil for evil. She would say, what did I tell you? And I'm talking about this lasts for years, up into the 20s and the 30s till I finally got it. Because I was real big on that. Any of y'all out there, like when people hurt you, you want y'all to hurt them back? And sometimes you don't really just set off with trying to, that's not like your goal is to hurt them back. But when you feel the sting, you snap back. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody say something, you say something right back to them. You know, it's just that snap back. It's that rebuttal. It's that thing, you know, boom, boom, boom. You know, somebody do something to you, you just automatically boom, because you just used to somebody hurting you. Yeah, I had got used to people hurting me. Any of y'all out there going through that? Or you just getting used to people hurting you? So, you know, it don't even bother you like that no more. You just be trying to get them back like, man, ain't nobody doing nothing to me. You know, you start not having a care in the world. Well, it has to do a lot with forgiveness. And when you have an issue with forgiveness, you have an issue with your heart. It's a heart issue. So God's telling me to tell you it's a heart issue. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Oh my God, this is just a touch of it, baby. Okay? Y'all know I'll be putting it out there in pieces for you, all right? God be dropping it down on me and I just be spitting it out there like, bow. But seriously, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's why it's a heart issue. And then when you got this heart issue, oh man, you got issues with how you think. Yeah. So then you start thinking all messed up. You know, one thought can turn into negative thinking, and then negative thinking can turn into, you know, repetitious behavior. You always start thinking negative and things like that. And then you start having negative actions. And then you start having negative reactions. It's just a cycle starting from forgiveness. Well, this is what God's word says, right? Let me get to these pieces. Okay, so we can go ahead and skate on over to the left, to the left, to the left. And y'all can go ahead and do what it is that you do for the day. But I got to share this with y'all, right? So what God's word says is in Matthew 6:15. For if you forgive other people, okay, this is 6:14 to 15, okay, New International Version. That's where we at, NIV, all right. And 14 it says, for if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others in your sin, your Father will not forgive you for your sins. Woo, child. Y'all hear that? So you know, as a man thinking in his heart, so is he. It's a heart issue, right? But if you're so busy, you know, looking at the things that people did to you, you're not realizing what you're doing. You're not forgiving. And God wants you to forgive. Okay? So your heart is okay. So it's good. So you can move on with your life. But when you don't forgive them, God don't forgive you. How would you feel if God didn't forgive you for the things that you did? If he holds you accountable for everything that you did, every little thing, every mistake. I don't care how bad it is. Because come on, y'all. Y'all know, look, this is just a touch of J. I had a girlfriend and a boyfriend. We all lived together. Okay? Never had a threesome, nothing like that. But we all lived together. Yeah. And we used to be putting it out there in pieces. He watched me with her. She watched me with him. Come on, I'm trying to show you that God can use anybody. Yeah, my pieces was all messed up. But I desired threesomes. Yeah, I desired everything that was all in them pieces, baby. Sex toys, all type of stuff. This is just a touch of J. And then when people would do me wrong, I would try to do them wrong. Yeah, because my heart was all messed up. You understand that? But I struggle with forgiveness and all of that. Major forgiveness. And some of y'all out there struggling in forgiveness too. But when you forgive, God can use you like how he's using me to bless y'all with this message right now. I had to learn how to forgive people. Okay, now you say, how do you learn how to forgive people, Jay? You was out there, you was doing all them pieces, you was doing stuff. You know, you was out there shining on them because they hated it, baby. You was doing everything, right? How do you get past all that, right? So in the Bible, right, in Matthew 18:21-22, New American Standard Version, we're talking about forgiveness again, right? Peter came up and said to him, Lord, how many times shall my brother sin against me and I still forgive him? Okay, with a question mark. up to 7 times. He said, because 7 was like the the biblical thing. This is 7 day. So he thought, up to 7 times. Like that's spiritual. Jesus said unto him, I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. That means over and over and over and over again. So look, when I was out there living my best life, doing what it is that I do, baby. Oh my gosh, this all type of stuff. Yeah, wilding out. Like I said, boyfriend and girlfriend in the same house together. He was watching me with her and I was watching her. We was doing all this stuff. And, I was doing all type of stuff, all type of trickery. Tricks of the trade. God forgave me 70 times 7. And y'all was out there doing some stuff too. Some of you guys out there was out here doing these tricks with these tricks and these tricks of the trade. You had a couple girlfriends. You hurt some people. God forgave you. Right, but then soon one of them come along and they play with your heart. Oh my gosh. You can't forgive them. Or, ladies, you out here living your best life. Like, yeah, I got this one and I got that one and this one, go ahead, he take me here, this one be flying me here, and all that. You living your best life, you doing what it is that you do, baby. Huh? Yeah, and then one of them hurt your heart. And then you don't like men no more. Now you like women. But God forgives you. And it's just a touch of J. Or, you just don't like people no more, period. You just hate all guys. All guys are the same. I hate them. I can't stand them. They all like this. They all like that. Maybe it's the fact that you are the way that you are because you have an issue with your heart. As a man thinketh, woman thinketh in the heart, so is thee. Look, so, this just touch J. I'm putting out there peace for you. Or perhaps, it's something like family hurt or church hurt. Ooh, child, we don't want to get to the church hurt. You was at a church, you was doing what it is that you do, You love church. You was like, yeah, I'm doing what I gotta do. Or your religion or preference. Then all of a sudden, you don't like something that's going down. So now you like, forget God. And you mad at God because the church hurt. A heart issue. It's another heart issue with forgiveness. Or family. My cousin had said this to me, so now I ain't going to that family reunion. You mad at the whole family now because of the cousin. And now you ain't talking to your mom or your father no more because something that your sister, your brother done did. All type of pieces. Unforgiveness. But God forgives you for all your trickery and all your stuff that you do. 70 times 7. And he tells you to make sure you do them pieces to everybody else. This is just a touch of J. Any of y'all out there going through that? Because I know you out there going through it. You got a problem. You got an issue. Because God wouldn't have told me to go ahead and put it out there in pieces for you like this. He wouldn't have said you got to drop a dime on him. You got to tell him. He said you got a story to tell like Biggie. You won't have to tell him this. I said, okay, let me talk about forgiveness. So this is what else he says, right? Let me go ahead and get to these pieces real quick. Okay. Now, when you got an issue with that, there's a metaphor that's out here, right? Basically, it's like when you got a plank in your eye, okay, but you too busy trying to look at the plank that's in everybody else's eyes. You shouldn't criticize people because you got something in your own eye. You got issues too, okay? And what Jesus basically said is that before you go ahead, and start talking about somebody else's plank, make sure you check your own self. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, for real. Because look, man, he had all them disciples with him. They was off the hook. Peter was cutting off people's ears like, child, like, no, you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't messing with my man Jesus, And then, let's not talk about how Judas betrayed him with a kiss. I just talked to y'all about that in relationships. Okay? He betrayed him with a kiss. He sold him out for $2, and that was supposed to be his right hand. Oh, my man now. That's supposed to be his right hand man. Shout out to you, Drake, if you listening, because you never know who listening to you, baby. It's just touch you. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for him. Okay? Like, seriously, though. You can't be out here trying to judge other people and you ain't even straight yourself. Now, look, this is just a touch of day. I swear I'm just telling myself this as I'm telling y'all. Okay, I'm telling y'all the same way I'm telling myself. Okay, I have been hurt to child. I was in the bed 6 months one time, just messed up. Like, how the heck I can't get past this hurt? But thank God, God healed me with them pieces. And sometimes we just take it the wrong way. I had to realize, wait a minute, you was out here hurting people too. Come on now. How I'm going to look at somebody else and I can't even look at myself? I got to check myself out, wreck myself. Come on now, get yourself together. Some of y'all out there, y'all falling apart because people that hurt y'all, y'all messing up other people. You're doing all this stuff because forgiveness. You don't know how to forgive. The heart is all messed up. As a man, woman, think it's in his heart, so is he, right? Okay, it's a heart issue. Told you that. And you got to watch those pieces. Okay? So this is one of the last things, our last points that I'm going to put out there. Matthew 7, 3-5, right? New International Version. Okay? Basically the same thing. You're looking at the speck of the eye in somebody else's eye, not realizing you got the same in yours. But do you know that you're a hypocrite when you do that? Huh? You're a hypocrite. So that basically means we all hypocrites in some type of way. But God loves us. Right? And this is what this message was about. This message today that I watched, no more drama. Having a change heart part. Having a change of heart part. Yeah, too. Exterminating ungodly anger. All right? That's what it was about. I want to tell you that it turns into anger. Okay? So what happens is you harbor this anger when you don't forgive. And it holds you captive. And then that's how you remain angry. Because see, while you out here and you trying to get them back and you trying to be upset, you angry. So you're held in the captivity of your own anger. They going on with their life, living their best life, doing what it is that you do, but you angry. And you're captive in your own bondage. Because you can't forgive others the way that God forgave you. Right? And then what happens is you start getting this victim mentality. Man, the only reason why I did them like that is because they did me like this, or another shorty did me like that, or another guy did me like that. You know, and I ain't let nobody hurt me. So now you know you got an excuse for your vengeance. Taking things into your own hands. I'm hurting everybody to hurt me or whatever. Now you got an excuse because you're harboring anger. You're angry and you got a heart issue, right? So your response to others is going to show that. Now you're going to start responding all crazy to people. Anybody out there going through that? Like seriously, you ever meet somebody and they real cool and everything, then all of a sudden something happened, they start responding all crazy. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. They like night and day. No, it was like a trigger. Something triggered because, see, something triggered them, but their heart was already messed up on the inside. So that trauma, that trigger, because they was damaged, because they have unforgiveness issues, now it's coming out. And what the pastor did was, from the family church in New Jersey, he basically compared it to roaches. And then y'all out there, y'all had roaches before. You know, he said basically that when you hit the light and the light come on, you know, because light disturbs the darkness. All right, it's just a touch of J. And you turn the light on, you know, the roaches, they scatter. Right? He said, but sometimes, you know, if there ain't nowhere else for them to go, they still there. If you got like an infestation. So that's what happens sometimes. You got an infestation of anger and hurt, turmoil, unforgiveness, pain, right? Sometimes even when God tries to turn the light on and shine it like bright like a diamond, you just don't get nothing out of it. You're still there. You're still angry because you have an issue with forgiveness. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just a touch of J. Y'all already know what happens when it's a thorough podcast. I always get interrupted, you know, because the enemy don't want me to give y'all them pieces. And it's Sunday. Okay? Child, try to drop a dime on you, give you God's word. He like, no, got disturbed. But anyway, look, back to those pieces. I don't even know where I left off at, but you get all messed up in them because your heart ain't straight. That's basically what I want to tell you. Your heart ain't straight. You're all jacked up in your pieces. Okay? You got issues because you're damaged. And we was talking about the roaches and how it's still there. The problem's still there. How they didn't scatter because they had nowhere else to go. Your heart is so damaged. It's so broken. It's so messed up because you got issues with forgiveness that's why everybody else could see the issue. Everybody starts to see the issue. Like if you got an infestation with roaches, you can't hide them. They there. Okay? They there. And what happens is, when you got this infestation of stuff that's going on inside your heart, because you struggle with issues of forgiveness, right? It affects your faith, okay? Because now you start thinking stuff like, man, look, I can't believe in nobody. If it's a relationship, somebody that you was close to, you don't even got faith for that. It messes with your self-esteem. Yeah. You start figuring out how, like, daggone, is it me? Like, dag, ain't nobody going like me. I've been there and I've done that. It messed with my faith and my self-esteem. My joy. Oh, my joy was taken away. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like your joy's messed up and then it messed with your pride. Yeah. Both ways. The good way and the bad way. You can get too cocky and too puffed up. Or you could be so prideful that you're just like, you're down with the pride. Okay? Because you got lost when somebody hurt you. You don't even believe in your own self no more. Look, but the kicker to all this is, all of this stuff, it destroys you. Okay? When you don't know how to forgive. That's why I'm on here and I'm talking to y'all about forgiveness. God forgave me for everything that I did. He's going to forgive you for everything that you did if you're walking according to his purpose and you ask for it. You do what it is that you got to do. He forgets it. That's what you got to do with other people. Okay? Because if not, it's going to destroy you. You're going to harbor this anger, because you're going to be captive in unforgiveness. It's going to mess with your heart as a man thinketh, and his heart so is he. That's going to mess with your thinking. Okay? And you don't want to have stinking thinking. Shout out to you, Joyce Myers. That's her thing, stinking thinking. But it damages you. It really, really does damage you. Mess with your faith, like I say, your self-esteem, your joy, your pride, all of this stuff. And then it starts to destroy you. And then you play the victim. Oh, gosh. You get that victim mentality. And then you can mess around and destroy, a lot of other people and mess them up. So you have to work on forgiveness. That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. I was just trying to put all that out there in pieces. Got a little distracted, got a little disturbance, but I brought it together for y'all. Y'all got it. Watch it. This is the first Sunday word. Man, God told me to call it like Sunday word up on Sunday, something. I don't know what we going to call it, but I'm going to put it out there in pieces for you. You're going to figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dissect whatever little message that I heard. And I'm going to put it out there in pieces for you on Sunday so y'all can get some biblical knowledge. Then we're going to have pray with y'all. And then y'all can go ahead with y'all pieces. Yeah, because somebody need this. You need to understand that forgiveness is not for how can I say this? It's not for the pleasure of you. It's for the pleasure of God. Okay? That's what God's telling me to tell you. Because when he sees that you can sacrifice and forgive others, then he knows that he can trust you when he forgives you. He doesn't want you to have a messed up heart. He doesn't want you to be all broken. And you might be like, Jay, but daggone, man, what they did to me. Child, listen. What did you do to other people? You're not a saint. I'm not a saint. We all have issues. The hurt that you might feel that someone else did to you, you might have hurt them far worse and you don't even realize it. Because people don't tell you when you hurt them and they hurt. They try to be like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. Everything's okay. Nothing bothers me. But sometimes things bother them because of past traumas and things that they have going on with themselves, all of their pieces. So everybody hurts everybody. That's what I'm saying. But you got to forgive. Okay? You have to, because it's just going to destroy you when you don't. Okay? So this is just a touch there. I gave you all a little something. Just forgiveness. If you out there and you struggling, you're going through something, I know you are. Forgiving, just remember, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you're struggling with forgiveness, you're going to have a problem with that. It's going to be anger. It's going to infest you like roaches infest the house. Okay, and it's going to multiply into other things. It's going to destroy your faith, your hope, everything that you have going on. Then you will become the victim. And it's just going to fester like a sore and run. And it's not going to be good. And all I'm trying to do, baby, this is just a touch of J. Just put it out there in pieces for you to say, listen, God forgave me and all of the crazy stuff that I was out there doing. I was hurting people. I was lost. Because sometimes we just be lost. We be broken. And we don't know. Right? We don't know. We don't know what we doing. We out here, we trying to find ourselves. But you got to forgive. Because God forgives you. Please don't hold other people in their bondage and their brokenness. Nobody is perfect. Don't do that. Don't. And if they don't care about you forgiving them, it's okay. Keep on going on with your life. Look, you got to do what it is that you got to do, but forgive others, please, because God forgives us every day and he uses us. Look at how he's using me and all my brokenness and everything that I had got going on. He got me out here shining bright like a diamond. Okay, doing what it is that I do, baby. Blessing my life so I can go ahead and give you all this good word. We all the same out here. We all got issues. Just work on them. This is what I want you to do. This Sunday, this is what God says. You got to work on something for the week. Okay, I guess every Sunday it's going to be what you got to work on for the week. Okay, this week, work on forgiveness. Get a list of people and be honest, man. And write it down. The people that you have an issue with. Forgive it. And write down, God, please take the spirit of forgiveness out of me for such and such. Okay? Because you have forgiven me. So I want to forgive them. And ask God to help you with it. Every day. And that's it. And keep it pushing. Don't be held in your own captivity. Please don't. Because really, it's just you just all jacked up yourself. Everybody else going on with their life. And it's just a touch of it, baby. I just had to put that out there pieces for you. So look, how y'all want me to end this? Huh? Y'all like it when I do it like that? Y'all want me to go ahead and give you that Barry White, Janet Jackson voice? Because mama's feeling good. I'm feeling really good. God's burning me up out of this thing. Every day is a challenge. I had sharp stabbing headache pains yesterday. Sometimes my body is cold. I got a little headache today. Not major. But it used to be worse. And things get better. That's how it gets when you forget people. All right? So look, I'm going to do it like this. Who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is just a touch of J. Y'all know I put it out there pieces for you. So look, what's the first thing I tell y'all when I'm about to end this thing? Huh? Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't thoroughly wise. Please don't. And if you out here struggling with forgiveness, somebody making you feel like you ain't thoroughly wise because you harboring anger and dismay and hurt and trying to hurt people and they hurt you and all that other crazy stuff. One word them through a text message, not speaking to them, sleeping in the other room, hating your family, all that crazy stuff. And then I tell you, don't make yourself feel like you ain't thoroughly wise. And you definitely making yourself feel like you ain't thoroughly wise when you harbor all that hurt and that anger. Because it messes with your self-esteem and all that stuff. And you start thinking you ain't the ish. And you are. Okay? Remember that. And to the second thing that I tell y'all. Shine on them. Because they hate it, baby. Yes. And if you out here forgiving, you will be able to shine like me. Bright like a diamond. Shout out to you, Yana girl, you listening. Because you never know who's listening to you. She's shining bright like a diamond. Yes. Woo. I'm shining bright like a diamond. Look, my legs are all stiff and everything, but I'm shining bright like a diamond. Yeah, because when you got this stuff going on, your joints and stuff get all stiff and you be jacked up, baby. And it's just a touch of jack. But I'm still putting it out there in pieces for you because I know how to forgive. And it has set me free. Forgiveness sets you free. Okay? Now we're going to skate on over to the last thing that I tell y'all. Because when you set free in forgiveness, what do? You spread love. Man. Because it's the Brooklyn way. And this is just a touch of J. I'll be trying to put this out there in pieces for y'all. I swear. Sometimes I get, a little disrupted and stuff like that. But look. Get a little disturbance. But I don't care about none of that. I don't edit none of that. I don't try to make it perfect. No, nothing. This is just me. I'm spreading love. When you don't have a problem with forgiveness, you don't have a problem with spreading love. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand when you can't give love? You got an issue. You got an issue. You're angry. Forgiveness. And that's what the pastor was talking about today. Make sure y'all check out that message. Exterminating ungodly anger. No more drama. Having a change of heart. That's part 2. And like I told you, it's the Family Church in New Jersey. Check it out on YouTube. Man, he be on there giving you all that business. It's a really good message. Today was good. You got to let that go. You got to spread love. Like I said, the world needs love. That's all I know from that song. That's it. I don't know nothing else. And this is just a touch of J. Quick recap. Okay? I just gave it to you. Forgive. That's it. Because God forgives you. 70 times 7. Somebody do you wrong, you're supposed to forgive them. If they ask for forgiveness, forgive them. You know what else says in Romans 12? Because in doing so, you'll reap coals of fire upon their head. You kill them with kindness. Don't look at the world differently. Don't look at situations differently when you forgive them. When they hurt you and you're like, you know what? You forgive them because you know nobody's perfect. They'll start to see like, daggone, people do forgive. Everybody's not like this out here. And it'll help them change and learn how to forgive too. This is just a touch of J, baby. Okay? That's why God allowed me to put it out there in pieces for you. All right, so look, I love my babies. And thanks for listening to 21 Days of Podcasting. That was so dope. All right? I thought I was going to come to y'all with some more, but you know, God was like, no, I got you. We're going to do some other things for them. Okay? So stay tuned. Okay? Please stay tuned. So what I got going on, listen to the songs. They up next. New song coming. By my name, y'all gonna love that. Ronnie, what they call me. Y'all know me as just a touch of the jet. Oh, yo! Gonna kill you when I spell my name Jillianne. Ronnie is what they call me. Yes, y'all know me as just a touch of jet. That thing gonna be so thorough and wise. Okay, so look. I'm up out of here, right? Okay? I love y'all, and I'll be back, right? When I got something else to say. Make sure y'all out there shining bright like a diamond, man. And forgive. I ain't got some time to be holding no grudges. None. All right? Release yourself from that anger. I love you. Bye. Hey y'all, this is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know I like putting things out there in pieces for you, right? So listen, mama got a new series and I gotta drop a dime on you. Yes, mama gotta drop a dime on you. Yes, so look, the new series comes on Sundays and it's called This Sunday's Word. Yeah, this Sunday's word. It's where I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop a dime on y'all. I'm going to give y'all the word of the week. Okay? And each week we're going to have a different topic. It's going to be a different word. So this is just a touch of J, baby. Make sure y'all check out these pieces. They are up next. All right? I love my babies. Bye-bye. Y'all hear that? This is just a touch of J, baby. Coming at you, putting it all out there in peace. I just had to drop a bomb on like flex. Oh my gosh, this that work, baby. And baby, you know you fine, right? It's just a touch of J. Just trying to put it J. Peace, that's right. J. Hey y'all, this is just a touch of J, and I'm coming at you. Making love in V's kitchen. Y'all hear that? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You better download that Just a Touch of J app. J, 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 J. J, J. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on one second. This is just a touch of J. Y'all remember them songs? Listen, I got another one for you, so stay tuned, right? Because all he needs is just a touch of J. That's what's up next, all right? I love my babies. Check it out.
My baby like it when I do it like that. All he needs is just a touch of J.
Pieces for you. Pieces for you.
Y'all know I'm thorough and wise, right?
All you need is just a touch of
just a
J.
touch
Lady,
of J.
y'all hear that?
I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit.
All you need is just a touch of J. Pieces. All you need is just a touch of J. Pieces for you. All you need is just a touch of J. Pieces for you. All you need is just pieces for you.
This is just a touch of J, baby. Come on.
All you need is just a touch of J.
Baby like it when I do it like that. Baby like it when I do it.
All you need is just a touch.
Y'all know I'm feeling wise, right?
Pieces for you.
My baby
All
like
you
it when
need
I
is
do
just
it
a
like
touch
that.
of J. Need is just a touch of J. Pieces for you.
When I do it like that.
Pieces for you.
He like it when I'm rubbing on his back. Then I do my feet thing.
Pieces for you. Pieces for you. This is just a touch of the J. Just a touch of the J. This is just a touch of pieces for you. Ladies, y'all hear that?
He likes making love in V's kitchen. It's making love in V's kitchen. It's making love in V's kitchen. It's making love in V's kitchen.
Pieces for you. All he needs is just a touch of J. All he needs is just a touch of J. Pieces for you.
I love you, baby.
Zucchini, zucchini.
This is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all like it when I do it like that?
Just a touch of the J.
Y'all better make sure y'all go over to Making Love in V's kitchen. It's my food thing. Oh my gosh. Y'all like it when I do it like that, baby. And my name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby.
Lady,
All he needs is just a touch of J.
y'all hear that?
It's tell it fit, baby.
Ladies, all he needs is just a touch of J.
This is just a touch of J, baby.
Y'all hear that? All he needs is just a touch of J. All he needs is just a touch of J. All he needs is just a touch of J. All he needs is just a touch of J. All you need is just a touch of the J.
And make sure y'all download the Just a Touch of J app too. The links are in all the bios. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the love of my life. You know you're fine, right?
Hey, y'all. This is just a touch of J, baby. What y'all out there doing? Y'all out there shining on them because they hate it, baby. Living your best life. Huh? Doing what it is that you do? Well, listen. Mama got to drop a dime on y'all. But I want y'all to listen to the song of the week, right? Yeah, it's a remake, you know, with just a touch of J to it. All right, let me know what y'all think. Call in. All right? Yeah, full songs are going to be coming up soon. And make sure y'all go over to Making Love in V's Kitchen, baby. And check out the Just a Touch of J app, too. Mama just dropped the sweet potato brownie recipe for y'all on the Just a Touch of J app. Y'all want that. Trust me. I know you do. All right? Listen to the songs. They up next.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, man. This is just a touch of J. Make sure y'all go over to Making Love in V's kitchen. Going over to Making Love in V's kitchen, baby. Mama got some brown sweet potato brownies for you, baby. Thanks for listening to the Just a Touch of J podcast, baby. I love you guys. I'm just trying to put it put it out there in pieces for you. I'm just trying to put it out there. I can tell y'all this is just a touch of trying to put it out there in pieces for you. What's up, y'all? Did y'all like that? Yeah, man. I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go over there making love in Beast's kitchen, baby. I'm definitely putting it out there in pieces for you. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, this beat goes so hard, baby. Yeah, I keep trying to tell y'all this is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know that y'all can really just rock with this. Y'all know I put this out in pieces for you. Significant others. Yeah, y'all can just take and chill to this one right here. Yeah, man. This beat goes so hard, baby. Y'all hear that? It's called the box. What do y'all know about the box? Yeah. Don't forget to make sure that y'all go over to Making Love in Beast's kitchen, baby. Make sure y'all scroll around and gravitate. And baby, you know you're fine, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to give a shout out to the love of my life. Yeah, you know who you are. I need you to come and make love in Beast's kitchen, baby. Little zucchini. Yeah. Matter of fact, make sure y'all keep checking that out over at Making Love in Beast's kitchen. Cause got some new healing that's coming to y'all. Yeah. I love you guys. Again, this is just a touch of J, right? I'm just trying to put it all out there in pieces for you, baby. Y'all hear that?